Hey, good folks. It's Brooklyn Lou the Skeptic. I've been thinking recently about just how my mind gets totally boggled when I start thinking about how religion has held back humanity. Now, I know it served a purpose, and I believe it did serve a purpose, but we really ought to be past it now. And it's really frustrating. I mean, we get held back, even in America, by religious thought in the modern world. We need to get past this. Look at blasphemy. Blasphemy is the act of insulting or showing contempt or a lack of reverence for God or something sacred. It's a sacred cow. It's ridiculous. Nobody should be in any trouble ever for doing blasphemy. Blasphemy is a thing of the past, and yet we have people wanting to go back in time to where we honor biblical law. What a joke. The Bible in the book of Leviticus says the name of the Lord shall be revered, and anyone who blasphemes God's name shall be put to death. Yep. The congregation is told to pick up stones, and all the people are to throw them at a person who says something bad about God. And they're to do this until that person passes away in a bloody mess. That's disgusting. This has no place in modern thinking. And look at the Bible verse, thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. It's one of the 10 commandments. And it's so outdated. It's so primitive. Why haven't we gotten past this in America? Even around the world, we need to get past blasphemy. I blaspheme God every day. And I'm glad I live in a country where at least I have freedom of speech, at least at this point in time, to actually do blasphemy, because blasphemy is certainly nothing that anyone should be punished for. Right? There are religions that are Islamic, right, that are still calling for the death of people who make fun of Muhammad. All right, there are countries like Qatar and Saudi Arabia, which are still putting people to death simply for making fun of Muhammad. That's crazy. This year, there was 4 people put to death in Pakistan because they wrote bad things about Allah on social media. I mean, this boggles my mind. And what kind of a world would we want or consider that would be theocratic, that would be run by religion, that a religion would dictate what it is we do in this nation or any nation? It's just horrible. And we in America still do business with countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar, even though they violate human rights routinely, and we still do business with them. American greed, my friends. American greed. It's everywhere. I mean, millions of people over the course of human history have been put to death for blasphemy. In the past, the Roman Inquisitions executed tens of thousands of people during the Middle Ages. These were Christian people putting to death other Christian people because they didn't believe what they did and they thought that they were blasphemers. What a ridiculous concept, blaspheming. I mean, people are put to death for making fun of a god. I mean, when are we going to grow up? When are we going to become adults? When are we going to advance and understand that gods are not real? They don't get their feelings hurt. They don't have to hurt people or have you hurt people just because their feelings are hurt. Right? This is absolutely ridiculous, and it's gone on for centuries, and it must stop. The whole concept has to stop. Blaspheming. I'm going to blaspheme God probably till the day I die, right? Because I don't believe in God. So when I make fun of a God, I'm just making fun of something that doesn't exist. It's something in my mind that I can think of and think is funny. That's it. I'm not a bad person because I insult your God. You know, the history of the Americas shows us that blasphemy was something that was in existence right here in America, right? In 1636 in Massachusetts, there was Bay Colony Christians. These are Christian settlers. And what they did was they made it a law to kill atheists because atheists were considered blasphemous. So these Christians put to death atheists because they didn't believe what they did. And I'm a little frightened that I'm seeing some of that come back in America, where Christian nationalism is a movement that wants to seize control and wants to rule over people because, after all, they think they represent God. This is crazy, right? And it's something I would never, ever want to see happen in our country, which should be based on secular human values and rights. Rights for all people, not just for a particular religion. That's just awful, and I see too much of it today. And it's going to hold us back if we don't get past it. Just as a species, we have to get past these ancient superstitions, blood rituals, magical thinking. This is a plague on our society at this point in time. It had its purpose. Religion had its purpose, but its purpose is long gone. We need to move forward now and progress and not go back in time. So, just so you know how I don't even care or even am concerned at all about the existence of any gods or the Christian God, I'm going to blaspheme right now. And I'm going to do the unforgivable sin according to the Bible. And they say that that sin is blaspheming the Holy Ghost. So I'm going to do it now. So if you want to join me You also can blaspheme the Holy Ghost. Unless, of course, you're still frightened that there is a Holy Ghost out there that's going to come and get you. But I know that that's not real, so it doesn't bother me to blaspheme the Holy Ghost. So to end this video, I'm just going to say, the Holy Ghost can bite my butt. I do not believe in the Holy Ghost. And I do not believe that the ghost can do anything. And the Holy Ghost is full of garbage. So there you go. I blasphemed the Holy Ghost. And may God strike me if he's real. Strike me, God, for blaspheming the Holy Ghost. I'm still here. There is no Holy Ghost. There is no make-believe gods. And we need to move forward as America. We need to progress.